Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So if you follow me here on the channel or on Mopar Insiders, you know that we've been talking a lot about what's been going on in the Canadian auto industry. We've talked about the Brampton Assembly Plant, we've talked about Windsor, we've talked about, you know, all the different facilities that Stellantis has owned, the tariffs, we've talked about everything. But there is some positive news coming out of Canada. We haven't heard anything new about the tariff situation. Obviously, the US and Canada haven't been talking, and it's been affecting the auto industry big time. It's not just the Stellantis part, it's GM as well. But we haven't heard anything really big from either side about, you know, getting rid of the tariffs, cutting down on the tariffs, cutting back on them, anything like that. We know that the Canadian government is going after Stellantis. They've basically are really upset that the Brampton Assembly Plant is in limbo. You know, I can kind of understand why Stellantis is doing it. If you're looking at bringing affordable product like the Jeep Compass to production, and then all of a sudden the tariffs hit, yeah, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard. But they say that they have future product that can go into Brampton. They're just waiting for the US and Canada to work out these tariff deals. But again, it kind of puts those workers in limbo. But today we're going to talk about the Windsor Assembly Plant, because the Windsor has become a major hub that is very critical for the North American operations. You know, Windsor builds the Chrysler Pacifica, the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid, Chrysler Grand Caravan for Canada, Chrysler Voyager for the US. They're also building the Dodge Charger Daytona, which I'm sitting in right now, but they've also expanded on December 3rd to build the gas-powered Dodge Charger SIXPACK Scat Pack 2-door. Now, going into the first quarter of 2026, they're looking at expanding even more, because we're going to get the 4-door version of the SIXPACK Scat Pack, and we're also getting the gas-powered Charger SIXPACK RT in both 2-door and 4-door form as well. So with that being said, Windsor is ramping up to have a huge say in the modern muscle car era, as well as the minivans. Minivan sales have been growing and growing, especially in Canada, considering with all the tariff situation going on. And minivan sales were already high there, but they've also been gaining traction here in the States as well. Chrysler's doing better than Dodge's this year, so it kind of makes sense that Windsor is playing a massive role into the future of both Chrysler and Dodge's future. So again, it's a very important part of the puzzle for the North American operations. So with that being said, yesterday on Mopar Insiders, I posted an article that Stellantis has confirmed that they have surpassed 1,000 new hires for the Windsor Assembly Plant's third shift. Now, they're bringing back the third shift. That hasn't been a secret. They've been talking about it for about 6-7 months now, but we heard that they've hired over 1,000 people. Now, by the end of their hiring process, they should have 1,500 people as new hires for this third shift. Now, the important reason why I'm making this video is, again, we haven't heard nothing about Brampton. However, Stellantis released a pretty interesting fact yesterday. They said that nearly 240 of their employees from the Brampton Assembly Plant have decided to come over to Windsor. Now, those who are on layoff, apparently what Stellantis says is they're making 70% of what they would if they were working. And those people have decided that, hey, we're going to make the drive to Windsor and start building cars there. So again, out of those new hires, those 1,000, just over 1,000 new hires, and again, they're looking at hiring over like around 1,500 people. About 240 of them are coming from Brampton. So again, I think it's kind of important to know that, hey, you know, it's good that they're bringing people over, but I know dang well that they'd rather be at Brampton. So hopefully soon we will hear something about Brampton. I don't think we're going to hear anything even close to like the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised we don't hear nothing until probably the second quarter of 2026, to be honest with you. The US and Canada have not been talking about the tariff situation. The Carney and Trump governments, they have these meetings, but nothing has been really said about the auto industry. So it'll be interesting, because with all this future production going on at Windsor, and knowing what what Stellantis is trying to do with bringing more affordable vehicles to the North American, continent, Brampton would have to play a huge role into that. So again, we haven't heard nothing. Hopefully soon we will, but I'll make sure to let you guys know as soon as I do. But yes, so at least we know that some of the people from Brampton have moved over to Windsor. Again, 1,500 new hires is what they're hoping for the third shift. They're just surpassed 1,000. So a little bit of good news. I know Windsor's really needing the help. I mean, I went over there. It's kind of funny. I went over there a couple weeks ago to go see the Holiday Train. Then there was a concert, and I actually took my Dodge Charger Daytona over there. And a lot of the people in Windsor had no clue that the car was even built there. I had people come up to me constantly asking me about the car. A lot of them didn't even know it was built in Windsor. And the other thing was, a lot of people haven't even seen them. So that's a big shocker. And then I just posted an article, and I did a video too, that our friends over at Provincial Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Fiat in Windsor actually were the first ones to get one of the new six-pack cars. So they're in dealerships now over there. They've been in dealerships. That dealership has a Daytona and stuff too, but a lot of people just haven't seen the cars. So hopefully Stellantis Canada can take and, push that out and let people know about these cars being out, as well as, again, hopefully the tariff situation will ease up going into 2026, because these cars are really great, and hopefully people will get a chance to actually spend some time in them and see what the new 8th generation Dodge Charger is like. But again, minivan sales have been at a high. We're ramping up for Charger production, so there's a lot to be excited about at Windsor. The problem is hopefully we'll hear something about Brampton. So leave your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.